Augsburg controls it behind the net. Eric Brink loses a blade there. It falls. He's trying to gather it in the corner there. The Moorhead native, junior forward for Augsburg. No one able to get the puck out of the neutral zone. Each shot's being blocked by each team's defense. Now there's a scrum along the wall in front of the Augsburg bench, but it gets cleared and thrown back into the Augsburg zone. Mark Honeyke tried to save it in the Cobber zone to no avail. And there's a shot by number 27, Tom Carey, that goes off the glass really wide. Kronberger brings it up the ice. He skates it into the neutral zone, dumps it down. And Donnelly chases it into the corner, but Augsburg comes up with it, and they bring it back up into the neutral zone. Pass gets down to Austin Martinson. He tried to center it to number 9, Gunnar Goodmanson, but the pass was tipped by a Cobber skater. Zach Doring trying to gather it there, but he loses it, and it goes back into the Cobber zone, and Kronberger will bring it back up. He holds it there, throws it into the neutral zone to Doring. Doring throws it into Augsburg area, but they gather it and bring it back up to the neutral zone. Dalton Mills gets a skate on the puck there that Zach Daring is able to get free. He fires a shot that goes wide, and we'll have a stoppage in play. The Cobber's not able to do anything in the offensive zone here in the first 4 minutes and some change here, but they're not allowing Augsburg to really get off any shots either, so, or any threatening shots, I should say. It's a battle along the back wall. Number 11, Luke Deutsch, gets it. Luke Deitch, I should say. And there's a shot thrown on net. Sam Nelson gathers it, and we're going to have a face-off in the Cobber zone. Bergmeyer wins the face-off, but loses it in tail. Bergmeyer deflects the puck. Him and Fuchs are in the corner. Fuchs trying to get a hold of it, but he can't. And like I said earlier, both teams having trouble containing the puck there, whether it's getting chipped by the other team or they're just losing it in the neutral zone. And Berg tries to save it. Cobbers have to come back out and set it up again. There's a pass down to Lambrick. He takes a shot. No problem for Nick Schmidt. He sticks it, gets it back out, and now the Augies are set it up behind their net. Get it into the neutral zone. And Chandler Madry throws one up high, hits the back glass, and falls behind the net, and they'll stop play right there. Slowly but surely, we're getting a crowd to show up here for this one. I think the entire Cobber community knows how important this weekend is for the team. So if you're looking at this, if you're watching this stream and you're here in town, please make every effort you can to come out and support these guys. They really need you tonight. Cobbers win the faceoff. Zach Daring brings it up. He dumps it into the Augsburg zone. John Grabowski chases it down in the corner, but he's held up there by 2 Augsburg defenders. Grabowski still on the puck. He sends it out to Darren, who takes a shot from the top of the circle, and it's gloved by Nick Schmidt. There's a battle for the puck along the right wall here. Augsburg gets it up. Eric Brink skates it along the wall. He throws a centering pass that's deflected by the Cobbers. Donnelly. Donnelly swings one off the boards to Darren, who's not able to handle it. Excuse me, Stoley. Grabowski gets it up to Dalton Mills, and now Zach Daring has it. He throws it down and tries to gather his own puck, but just kind of ran past it. Eddie Eads gathers the puck behind the net, and he skates it up. He's contested there, put a little pressure on him to make him make a decision, and the puck goes out of play. So we will face this one off in the Cobber zone. Donnelly will take the face off. Nelson blocks the shot by Pankos. And now Eads gathers the puck and it goes out of play again. We have souvenirs tonight for the fans. Not only are they giving away Cobber Rally towels, someone will walk away with a game puck also. Cobbers will get a quick line change offensively. Bo Wilmer, Fuchs, and Bergmeyer. Okeson gives a soft pass into the neutral zone, but it was misplayed, and Augsburg got it and threw it back down. And Eddie Eads throws one off the glass that Augsburg can't handle, and now they have to set it up again. And Augsburg with a one-on-one here situation, where he shoots it wide. Gunnar Goodmanson loses it to Austin Martinson. He throws it on to Austin Martinson, throws it on net. Oh, that was a dangerous pass there. The Cobbers could have had some trouble if Jake Larson would have gotten a stick on that one. And now it's in the Cobber zone, and 2-on-1 Augsburg defensively. And the shot is glove saved. Drew Anderson's shot is glove saved by Sam Nelson. Puck will go out of play, and we will start this one over. Update from the women's game. Scores all tied up, 1-1. The Lady Cobbers are down in Augsburg playing the Augie Ladies. And there's playoff ramifications on the line for that game, and we have a score! The Cobbers jump out on the board first. Stoley with the goal. Alex Stoley, the freshman defenseman from California, puts the Cobbers on top 1-0 here in the first period. They're going to need to add on to that. Dalton Mills throws it into the Augsburg zone. Grabowski gets it. He skates it around the circle. He's looking for a pass. He gets it up to Simmers. His shot goes off of a skate. Alex Rodriguez's skate. Puck flew right in front of the net there. The goalie didn't see it, but it didn't really have a chance of going in. Augsburg able to clear it. Sam Nelson will throw it back in. And now Matt Niels will chase it down, but we'll have an icing, and we'll face this one off in the Cobber zone. And now another update. The Cobbers are up 2-1. Down in Minneapolis facing Augsburg. Scottliff gets it. Simmers fights along the back wall. Now Berg tries to get it up to Mills, but to no avail. Now Mills has it. He throws it into the neutral zone. Eric Brink in the middle of the circle. He goes back to a defenseman, number 2, Matt Niels, but his shot was blocked by Dalton Mills. Brink along the back wall. He's jammed up. Matt Niels throws it behind the net, and now the Cobbers will bring it up. Augsburg has it in the neutral zone. As Austin Martinson skates around, he sends it back to number 16, Jake Larson, who tries to find Gunnar Gudmundsson, but he couldn't handle it. Now the Cobbers have it back. Zach Lambert gets it to Bo Wilmer, who slings it down. The Cobbers will get a quick line change. And there will be no icing on that. Kronberger gathers it, and another one off the glass for Fuchs. Puck just kind of going back and forth right now. There's a shot by number 12. Nate Flynn goes off the blocker pad of Sam Nelson, and we'll have a face-off in the Cobber zone. The Cobbers control the face-off as Alex Stoley swings it over to Zach Deering. Oh, that was a dangerous situation. Sam Nelson was able to glove it and fall on it to assure that it didn't come loose, because Luke Deach was hot on the trail of it. There's a shot by Will Peterson that's blocked. Luke Deach throws it along the back wall. Now Alex Stoley will get it, try to skate it around, but he's jammed up along the back wall by Drew Anderson. Cobbers are able to get it. Grabowski and Kronberger back in the defensive zone fighting for the puck. Now Dalton Mills handles it, and Zach Daring bounces it off the boards, and we're going to get a line change here, and Augsburg is up and at it. Luke Gillett had an opportunity but kind of lost his skates. Fuchs saves it, a beautiful save by Fuchs. Scatliff wasn't able to get a hold of it. There's an attempt by number 15 Chandler Madry. Sam Nelson glove saves another shot. That one by Alex Rodriguez, junior from Miami, Florida. Eddie Eads gathers the puck for the Cobras. This pass goes off the boards, and Augsburg able to get off a shot, but to no avail because Sam Nelson blocks it and holds it. So we'll have a face-off now along the Augsburg left wall. Puck comes out of the zone, so Augsburg will have to tag up, and they just throw it back in. And Eads slings one off the boards, and just kind of dump and chase here. And now Augsburg trying to set something up. Tanner Okeson able to get the loose puck. He's skating backwards in his own zone. He throws it back to Eads, who gets it in the neutral zone, and Zach Lambert touches it. It goes behind the boards, and Augsburg bringing it back up. It's number 18, Adam Pankos takes the shot. This glove saved by Sam Nelson. A shot that was chipped and went over the goal. Zach Daring along the wall, he gets it out. Kronberger sends it over to Stowe, who throws it along the back wall of Augsburg's. The Augies are there to gather it. Eric Brink along the wall, he chips it ahead to number 21, Evan Hess. Brink with a nice shot, a one-time shot, but it goes off the blocker of Sam Nelson, and he can gather it. Eric Brink, the Moorhead Spud. Stand out. Spent some time in the USHL and the NAHL. Played for the Minnesota Wilderness before deciding on Augsburg. Simmers throws it off the boards, and Bergmeyer gets it. But he lost it out of the zone. Bo Wilmer trying to gather it there. A little contact made it tough for him, but he dumps it on. And Fuchs fights to get it. And now we're going to have what looks like a penalty, possibly a tripping on number 17, Brett Bukowski. So the Cobras will go on a power play as Bukowski serves a 2-minute penalty for tripping. Okeson gets it over to Kronberger. Okeson back, Top of the circle. He takes a shot. And it goes high. Grabowski with another shot. It's tipped off of a Augsburg stick and goes high into the net, and we'll have another face-off. A minute and 45 seconds left in the tripping penalty on Brett Bukowski for Augsburg. Kronberger gets it. Åkesson skates along the blue line. Back to Grabowski, back to Åkesson. Åkesson back to Kronberger. Trying to set up a shot here. Augsburg's playing really tight there. Kronberger jams one in there, but it was a crowd of people there, so it was blocked. Zach Daring skates around the circle, gets it back to Kronberger, and now Åkesson will throw one on. It goes wide off the net. Zach Daring with a pass behind his back that found its mark, but the shot was off. And Åkesson gets it to Grabowski, back to Åkesson, and it goes off in the corner to Kronberger, and the Cobbers will regain the puck. Åkesson to Grabowski. Kronberger able to save it there, and now Augsburg will be able to throw this one down, possibly get off a shot. Sam Nelson blocks it with his pad. That was a nice defensive save there by Tanner Åkesson. He gets it up to Dalton Mills. Dalton Mills skates it into the Augie zone. He loses his footing as he was jammed by two Augsburg skaters. Now Fuchs gets it back out. Oh. Berg lost it. And the Cobbers will get called for offsides. So with 11 seconds left in the period, Cobbers had a few chances, but none really in the penalty. 11 seconds left in the penalty, excuse me. And Bukowski's back on. Simmers throws one high off the net, and we'll stop it there. Grabowski will take the face-off. Cobbers win the face-off, and now they lose it. Brink gets it in neutral zone. He passes it up to number 27, Tom Carey, who takes the shot. Sam Nelson gathers it, and we'll have a face-off in the Cobber zone. And the Cobbers dump it back to Augsburg zone, and Augies will have to gather it. Now Daring gets it, and it's chipped up by Grabowski, who takes a shot, but it's not a problem for Schmitz. Nick Schmidt saves it, and we'll have a face-off on that end. The Augies control the face-off. That's number 6, Jason Kretsch. Throws it, and we'll get an icing. Beautiful save by Nelson. There was an extra opportunity for Augsburg to get it, but Nelson was able to let the puck bounce off his body and sort of slide with it and stop it there to save a scoring opportunity for Augsburg. Alex Stoley swings one around the back wall off the boards. We're gonna have, let's see what the call is here. We're gonna have a face-off in the neutral zone. Augsburg controls the face-off. Lambrick gets a stick on the attempted clear. But now number 9, Gunnar Goodmanson, skates up. Sam Nelson easily glove saves that one. A minute and 21 seconds left here in the first period. Concordia Cobbers lead the Augsburg Aggies 1-0. And the face-off is handled by the Cobbers. Eads sends one behind the board. Jake Ellingson was battling for it. But Lambrick took a hard shot but was able to keep it in the Cobber zone. To no avail because Augsburg has it now, and we're just under a minute to play here in the first period. That's a nice block by John Grabowski on the Luke Gillett shot. Gillett skates it around the circle, and Jake Ellingson interrupts his progress. Now Tanner Okeson fighting along the back wall, and Eddie Eads will get it, and he'll clear it. And we're gonna probably get an icing here. 25.6 seconds left to go in the first period. We'll have a face-off along the left wall. Right in front of the student section for the Concordia Cobbers. Augsburg controls the puck. There was a scoring opportunity there, but Cobber defenseman got a stick on it to chip it out. And that right there will probably take us to the end of the first period. And there we have it. After one period, the Concordia Cobbers won. Augsburg University Aggies, nothing. We'll take a break here and be back for the second period. And welcome to another Cobber Hockey Weekend. I'm now joined by women's head hockey coach Jason Gregoire. Jason, very, very important weekend coming up for you guys. It will dictate a lot as far as your season goes. Tell me, what's this weekend entail for you guys?
Yeah, we have to win. you know, that's the mindset. We haven't won for a while now, so we gotta remember what that feels like. But you know, for us, it's just a matter of going out there and getting 2 points and winning and moving on to the playoffs and seeing what we can do there. You know, be a fun weekend, but I don't want to get into scoreboard watching, so I think we just want to make sure that we take care of our business and then let it all go from there. But it should be fine. So
now Augsburg is a pretty good team, 14-6-3, 9-4-3 in conference. What are they like as far as an opponent, and what do you have to do to be successful?
Yeah, I think they're a lot like us. You know, they play really hard, aggressive. They're all over the puck. You know, they don't have a girl that's real high on the score sheets, but they got a lot of them that score goals, and that's pretty similar to us too. We got scoring from kind of all over the place, and so yeah, I think it's 2 teams that match up very evenly, and it's going to be. There's not going to be a lot of space. I don't think there's going to be a lot of odd man rushes this weekend. I think it's just going to be a battle all over the place. So we're going to have to really earn our goals and make sure that we're doing a good job on our end of keeping them away from us. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun to see us compete.
Now, just backtracking to a week ago, I wasn't here. I was on vacation, but I got word that the ladies played really well against a very good Gustavus Adolphus team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did a good job. We changed up our defensive coverage, and the girls did a really good job of buying into that and doing that the right way. So we eliminated a lot of their grade A opportunities, which is kind of where we were struggling before. So we eliminated a lot of those things. You know, it was a lot of outside kind of perimeter shots. We didn't give up a lot of seconds or thirds. So we did a really nice job on our end. But, you know, they're a team that plays very good in their end also, and we just weren't able to generate enough offense, you know, good opportunities off of them. So it was hard to come by goals, and that's been the case, you know, against them for everybody all year. And so, you know, yeah, we just got to be a little bit more tenacious, probably aggressive on the offensive end. But you know, lessons learned, and I think the girls are ready to go this weekend, both in our end and offensively. So it'll be fun to see where we're at. So.
Okay, now the magic question I ask every week: who's starting in net?
Well, I'm going to let that one play out today, too. You know, Brittany's been good on Fridays for us the last couple of weeks, so, you know, I guess I'd maybe lean towards that right now. But I also want to make sure that they're earning it, so she's got to have a good practice today. And, you know, if that's the case, we'll probably go with her, and then we'll see how she plays on Friday night. And, you know, the rotations probably worked out better for us than trying to have one girl go both games. So, but, again, we'll just let that play out a little bit. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, they have an on-campus facility, like, directly in the middle of their athletic department. What's the atmosphere like there on game days?
Good atmosphere. You know, they do a good job. They normally get quite a few fans that come over to the games and watch for a while. Yeah, it seems like they normally got something else going on in that facility as well. So, yeah, it's kind of got a good little buzz to it. You know, it's a good atmosphere. The bleachers aren't huge, but there's enough there to get a good crowd there, and it's makes for makes it seem loud in there, and it's a good atmosphere. It's fun to play in.
Now you guys head out tomorrow morning and head down to Augsburg.
Yep.
Good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks for having me. Yep.
All right. When we return, we'll have sophomore defenseman Maddie Ellington. Dumps it off. She loses it. Megan Moore with the goal. We're now joined by sophomore defenseman Maddie Ellington. Maddie, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Brainerd, Minnesota.
Yep.
Walleye being your favorite fish. Do you guys fish a lot as a family?
Yeah, my brother loves to ice fish, so he'll catch it and then bring it home, and my parents will make it, and so we'll have it the same day, so it's really nice.
Now, what's it like having a brother that plays in the men's program at Concordia?
Well, it's really convenient for our parents. They'll always come up to Moorhead. They try to make it to all of our home games, so they try to watch our games equally. But I like having him around. It's like a familiar face, like a little part of home up here.
Does it ever get competitive between you two guys?
Not really. We're taking some of the same classes, so maybe there a little bit. We've studied together before, but...
Not at hockey goes?
No.
Okay. Now, you were Athlete of the Year in 2016 at Brainerd High School. You played hockey, soccer, and softball. You never got a break.
Yeah, no, not really.
Season to season to season.
Yep.
How'd you get your work done?
Well, it's like time management, and I think that helps a lot with playing hockey now. I learned how to manage my time, when to do my homework, and how to balance it all. So I think that helped me a lot coming to college.
Okay. And you're majoring in what?
Healthcare administration.
What would you like to do with that?
I'm unsure exactly where I want to take it, but I know I want to work in like a hospital setting. You can work in kind of any healthcare facility, but I know I kind of want to work in a hospital.
Okay. And what made you choose Concordia?
I really like the size. It's similar to what I experienced in high school with the small classrooms and getting to know your teacher, and so I really like that.
Okay. Now back to Brainerd. Is Brainerd a big hockey town?
Yeah, I'd say our youth programs are growing a lot. We just redid part of our rink, and we're redoing the rest of it fairly soon. But I'd say the youth programs are getting stronger too, and the teams are getting a lot better.
Okay. And what are you guys like as a team off the ice? Do you spend a lot of time together, and how does that translate into your chemistry on the ice?
A lot of us live together too, so we kind of met through hockey, but we're still friends because we genuinely like each other, so we spend our free time together. And I think that is a big factor in how well you play as a team and your team chemistry and getting along on the ice. So I think that's pretty important.
Okay. Brew, becoming responsibly engaged in the world. That's kind of Concordia's theme. And you listed that, what it means to be a cobber. But you also list that you want to go to Greece, you want to travel to every continent. Like, is that a reason why brew is something important to you as being a cobber?
Yeah, I think the whole brew kind of mentality is instilled in Concordia a lot, and they kind of make it a point to tell you that it's not gonna, like, life isn't the same everywhere in the world, so that's kind of why I want to see other places and see how they live. It's because I'm sure it's entirely different than what I experienced growing up.
Exactly. Now, they also encourage students to study abroad. Being a hockey player, that's kind of tough because your season starts in the fall and ends, and essentially what translates to spring. So is that something you're looking into, maybe?
Yeah, there's always the, we still have the opportunity to do like a May seminar. Okay. So that's actually been something I've been looking into for next year possibly. I know some girls on the team have done it before. We have Brittany Boss, I'm pretty sure, is actually going to be doing that this May. So I think that's still a cool opportunity to be able to play hockey, but also be able to study abroad.
Mm-hmm. I talked about this with Jason, but you guys have a very important weekend this weekend, and you essentially hold your destiny in your own hands. And I know that's got to feel good to know that it's totally up to you and you don't have to depend on someone else to help you out. What's the mentality been like this week at practice?
Well, we're working really hard because we know that it's up to us. Like, we really want to be successful this weekend because we haven't really had a super successful weekend in a while. I thought we played well last weekend, so hopefully we can build on that and play really strong and come out with a sweep this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Now, being a defenseman, you have your defensive coach is Brian Lee. What's it like having a former NHLer, former Mr. Hockey, and really a legend in the Moorhead area coaching? And how much does it help you guys in the in-game process?
Well, he pushes us really hard in practice. Being their lefty, he makes it a point to make us condition a little bit more, just because he knows we'll be playing a little more on the ice, so we need to be in really good shape. But he has like a lot of knowledge, and I think defensively we're really strong this year. So we've all kind of really enjoyed having Brian.
Mm-hmm. Now, I talked about Jason with other coaches about just how his facial expression rarely ever changes. He always seemed cool, and calm. You guys see a different side of him?
A little bit. I don't think he gets along with a lot of refs, but it's okay. We know he's just trying to support us and have everything be fair for us. So.
Okay. Well, good luck this weekend, Maddie, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
That was sophomore defenseman Maddie Ellingson. The Cobbers travel to Augsburg this weekend to face the Augies at 7 o'clock on Friday and 2 o'clock on Saturday. As we await the start of the second period, we'll go over a few statistics from the first. Shots on goal, Augsburg 14, Concordia 8. Penalty minutes, Augsburg, the only ones with a penalty so far. Brett Bukowski get called for tripping at the 15-20 mark. Sam Nelson, 14 saves. Nick Schmidt with 7 saves. Alex Stoley provided the lone goal in the first period. He was assisted by Zach Lambrick and Jake Ellingson. Cobbers lead the face-off battle, winning 19 of 13 and losing 13. So that's just a brief summary of some of the stats from the first period. We only had 1 goal scored. An update from the women's contest. Augsburg have tied it up 2-2 as they are just starting the second period. And both teams will enter the ice now. I neglected to mention that Augsburg has a Moorhead skater on the same line with Eric Brink, Thomas Carey. Thomas Carey was also a standout for the Spuds. Spent his junior hockey days playing in the USHL for the Lincoln Stars. And now we're all set for the face-off. Grabowski versus Deach. Cobbers control it. Kronberger throws it down. It goes around the back wall. Dalton Mills has it out front. Kronberger takes a shot, and it's gloved by Nick Schmidt. Now Grabowski in the face-off. Kronberger throws another shot on and it gets by Schmidt, but goes just wide. Now Augsburg will control it in the neutral zone, skated up. Drew Anderson goes around in the corner. Now Dalton Mills gets it, tries to skate it out. Stoley throws it back to Kronberger. Kronberger gets it off the boards, and it'll go back into the Augsburg zone. Number 17, Brett Bukowski will try to chase it down. And now they throw it into the neutral zone to number 10, Lucas Gillett. It finds its way back into the neutral zone. Dalton Mills dumps it, and Cobbers will get a quick line change. Eli May skates it into the Cobber zone right at the top of the circle and fires one on, and Sam Nelson is able to control it. And the puck is thrown back into the Augsburg zone, and we'll have an icing. Thomas Carey controls it. He throws a shot on it, goes off the post, and Evan Hess gets the rebound and puts it back in to tie it up at 1. So we'll go Carey off the iron. Hess there to get the rebound and put it back on. And we're tied. 7:52 left to play in the second period. We're all knotted at 1. The Spud line coming up with some points for the Augies. Brink gets it and throws it up the ice to Pancoast. Pancoast swings it down to Hess, who still has it. But it gets out of the offensive zone, so now they'll have to bring it back and set it up as Donnelly chases for the Cobbers. And now it comes back the opposite way. And no ice, and the Simmers will get it behind the Cobber net, bounce it off the board. Daring will go across the ice to Haneke. Haneke loses it along the right wall. With Daring there to get it back, he tips it, but no one there to gather it. And now number 20, Austin Martinson, will skate it up, drop it off of Brink, who gets it back to Martinson. And he throws a pass from his side that finds no one. But Augsburg back, and they score. Will Peterson with a shot from the circle that finds its way behind Sam Nelson. So that'll be 2 quick scores there in just about a minute's time for Augsburg to put them up now 2-1. There's a need for an explanation down here. The captains are waiting to see what happened. Clearly the goal's gonna count. Doug Durgan giving some instructions, and we're gonna have a Cobber go to the penalty box. Scatliff will sit for 2 minutes. Not sure of the call yet. Didn't really see anything that would deem a penalty, but Scotliff will get 2 minutes for holding, so Augsburg is on the power play after scoring 2 quick goals in a minute's time. It's not a situation Cobbers want to be in. Drew Anderson skates at the top of the circle. He skates around, gets it back to Will Peterson, who just scored. Anderson controls it, skates in the slot. Puck goes off a skate and up into the net, so we'll have another face-off. A minute 12 left in the Augsburg power play. As they have jumped out to a 2-1 lead with 2 quick goals back-to-back here in the second period. There was a shot by number 4, Alex Rodriguez, that bounced off the pad of Sam Nelson. And Rodriguez skates it back in. He's a speedy one. He takes a shot. Brink is on the puck, but Grabowski forces him off, and now it goes back to number 6, John Critch. And now Grabowski with a one-on-one opportunity, a pass to Daring. And Daring's looking for a call, but to no avail. Nick Schmidt caught it between the pads and held it off there. There was a scoring opportunity for the Cobbers. Zach Daring felt as though he was interfered with, but there was no call made, so we'll face off in the Augsburg zone, in the Cobber offensive zone. Augsburg controls the puck. Number 12, Nate Flynn, gets it up to Drew Anderson. Nate Flynn gets it back, sends it to Drew Anderson, and now Will Peterson skates around the top of the circle looking for a shot, and Sam Nelson will handle that. We have 16 seconds left here in the Augsburg power play. The Cobbers have to kill off this power play. They cannot let Augsburg get a commanding 2-goal lead here. Augsburg controls the puck. Drew Anderson skates around the right circle. Will Peterson back to Anderson. Anderson faking as though he's going to take a shot. Thomas Carey gets it back to Drew Anderson, who's skating around with it, just looking for an opportunity, and the Cobbers able to kill off that penalty. Now they just need to clear the puck. And it goes off the stick of someone. I'm not sure if it was Sam Nelson or who, but. And now Bergmeyer all alone, and he goes off the post and into the net. Oh. And now we have a scrum along the back wall here between Luke Deach and looks like Kronberger. No, not Kronberger. Fuchs. Both of those guys are going to get sent to the penalty box. And Augsburg controls the puck as Eli May skates it into the neutral zone and down into the Cobber offensive zone. He keeps it, skates around the back wall, loses it there. The Cobbers come up with it, but now number 9, Gunnar Goodmanson, gets it to number 16, Jake Larson. Larson tries to wrap around, but it goes off the stick of Nelson. Nelson gets another one off the pad. And there's a shot there by number 14, Eli May. He almost had one there because he faked Nelson out, but Nelson able to extend his leg to keep that one from going in. And Berg will throw one in from top of the circle. Grabowski controls it along the wall there. He continues to skate it into the circle, tries to get rid of it, but he loses it to Evan Hess, who skates it in. Hess will take a shot, and it'll go off the net. And now we'll have a face-off in the Cobber zone. Kronberger battles for it along the wall, but they lose it as number 18, Adam Pankos, takes a shot. It goes back to Pankos. He's looking for someone. He just throws it on, and Zach Daring will gather it and get it up to Stoley. Stoley skates it all the way around and loses it along the boards right before he got checked. And now Pankos will skate it up the left side. Daring pokes it away from him. He gets tripped up, but Jake Ellingson gets it. Ellingson gets a shot off, and Nick Schmidt gathers it right in the breadbasket. And we have 8 seconds left in the dual penalty, and now we're going to have Adam Pankos go to the box. So the Cobbers will go on a power play after 8 seconds have expired here. We'll wait to get the call for that one. Kronberger able to jar the puck loose from Bukowski. Okeson skates it up. Kronberger passes across, but it's tipped by Augsburg. Kronberger able to keep it in. Now Darren, Wilmer, Kronberger, and everyone's over fighting for it. Darren gets it. He's not able to get turned around and get a decent shot off. And Augsburg gathers it. So the Cobbers on the power play now. And Darren has to let it go because he was offside. So we'll have a face-off here in the Cobber offensive zone. Bergmeyer set to take the fakes off. Fuchs and Berg. Oh, Wilmer, excuse me. Nope, that was Dalton Mills. Eddie Eves whiffs on one. Bergmeyer leaves it for Fuchs, who throws one on the net. And it got trapped by the Augsburg goalie, Nick Schmidt. And we'll have another face-off in the Augsburg zone with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this power play. Augsburg up 2-0 after 2 quick goals in just about a minute's time. Now the Augies control the puck. Austin Martinson brings it up. The Fuchs gets it back. Now Dalton Mills will skate it into the neutral zone. Tries to get a pass off to Bergmeyer, but it goes off the skate of Augie. Now Sam Nelson will gather it there. And now Berg will come up with it. Bukowski fighting for it. Along with Deach. Puck bounces back into the neutral zone where Grabowski will grab it. He gets away, and there was an attempt at a goal. It looked like it possibly could have been one. I heard the post, but the goal came loose, so it's not going to count, and we'll have to face it off in the Cobber zone. It was a really nifty move by Grabowski. The student section surely thought it went in. Now the Cobbers will throw it on as Augsburg kills off the penalty. And Nelson will gather the puck in his own end, and we'll have a face-off down there. 10:09 left to play in the second period. Augsburg up 2-1. Sam Nelson gathers the puck. As we've been talking about all week around campus, this is a must-win situation for the Cobbers. They have to win one to even have a possibility of making the playoffs, and two will probably assure them a spot in the playoffs. Augsburg controls the puck. That puck goes off of a Cobber back into the neutral zone, and now it'll go all the way back as John Critch gathered it and passed it off, and now number 12, Nate Flynn, will throw it down into the offensive zone, and that was a wild swing there by Gunnar Goodman at a puck that was in the air. And now Drew Anderson skates along. He takes a shot. It goes high, but Sam Nelson gathers it anyway. This is the first of two games this weekend by these teams. And as we said before, the Cobbers have to get one to even have a chance at the playoffs, just according to the numbers. And to be assured of a playoff spot, they have to sweep Augsburg. They're down 2-1 right now with 8:34 to go in the second period. And the puck will go down, and there's no icing. Now Evan Hessel he gets it over to Tommy Carey. Eric Brink has a shot at the top of the circle, and Sam Nelson gathers that one with the glove, and we'll have a face-off down at that end. Puck is in the neutral zone as Ellingson throws it back, but Augsburg able to get it. Now Scatliff will get it out into the neutral zone, and Augsburg will dump it. Scatliffe along the back corner. Lambrick wasn't able to get it, but now Augsburg has a chance as Gillette takes a shot, but it goes wide. Gillette just missed that pass. Scatliffe tries to get it out, and Lambrick will get it out of the zone. And Will Peterson skates it back in. Ellingson takes him off the board really hard. Crowd liking that one, and now Ellingson will get it up to Lambrick. Lambrick checked by Critch, and now Lambrick gets in, tries to take a shot, and Nick Schmidt gets a pad on it, and he's able to save it. And now it looks like they're going to send Jake Ellingson to the box. We'll have to get this explanation. Grabowski skates it up, makes a move, a nice move, and he gets the shot to go on the left side, or the right side of Nick Schmidt to tie this thing up. A beautiful move by the senior John Grabowski. And the crowd is loving it. So with 6:42 left to play here in the second period, the Cobbers tie it up at 2 apiece. Short-handed at that. Going to try to find some updates from other games around the league here. Keeping an eye on the St. Mary St. Olaf game. And also going to keep an eye on that Gustavus St. John's game. The last reported score was 1-0 Gustavus. But none of these scores are really up to date, so keep working on that. Bergmeyer gets a stick on it, and now he's going to get called for probably boarding here. And the Cobbers will be 2 men down. Now, Augsburg with the 2-man advantage for the next 30-something seconds. The defensemen are short here, moving way up. And Kronberg able to get it. He throws it out of play, and we'll have a face-off. Peterson takes a shot. The Cobber's able to clear it. Peterson. Back to Peterson. Over to Anderson. Now back to Peterson. To Anderson. Anderson takes a shot and it slaps the back of the net. Anderson with a slap shot to put Augsburg up 3-2 now. That was a power play goal, something the Cobbers really couldn't afford. So, we'll mark it off and get back to play. Now the Cobbers have it in a neutral zone. Fuchs got it up to Bo Wilmer, but he loses it. And now Gunnar Goodmanson tries to leave it off, but it gets tipped and goes wide. Now Sam Nelson will have to fall on one that was loose in front of the net. Augsburg wins the face-off. Dalton Mills able to fight for it, but Adam Pankos gets a stick in there and chips it away. Now Simmers will get it up to Mills. It bounces off of Mills' stick, and Pankos has skated all the way back into his defensive zone, but now the Cobbers have it, and Scatliff threw it on, but the shot went off Grabowski's stick. Now Grabowski handles it behind the net. And Simmers gets a shot, but it goes off the back of Nick Schmidt. Cobbers have the face off there. Schmidt sends it along the boards. Scatliff able to save it. Ellingson throws it along the opposite wall. But now Peterson gets it up and he skates down. And there's a really hard check there from Ellingson. Lambrecht is going to chase his pass. Ellingson gets it, sends it back, and it goes out of the zone all the way down into the Cobber zone. Cobbers control the puck. Bo Wilmer, gets it up to Berg. Lambert loses it. Now Augsburg has possession. Not for long as the Cobbers able to get a stick on it. Fuchs sends it back to Simmers. He gets it to Eads, and Eads throws it up to Fuchs. Fuchs is in a battle along the wall with Critch. Bergmeyer has it. He just throws it back to keep it in the Augsburg zone, but they're able to get it, and it goes into the neutral zone, and now the Cowboys will have it and try to set something up here, and they will just throw it on net. And it's no problem for Schmidt as he Cowboys with it in the zone. Dalton Mills throws a shot that goes high. Grabowski has it. He does a nice job of staying on the puck. And now Drew Anderson will skate it up. It's 2-on-2. And Eddie Eads with a nice poke check. Nelson will gather it for Eads, and Eads will send it along the boards. That one goes to Deering. Now Mills has it. And he does a nice move, and he misses wide to the left. Peterson tries to get it up, but it's blocked by a Cobber. Now Drew Anderson will take it. He gets it down to Luke Deach. Now Eads will chase it down, but he's knocked off of the puck. And Stoley gets it up to Ellingson. Goodmanson lost it. And now Bukowski loses it to Ellingson. Ellingson takes a shot. It goes off the pad of Schmidt. Lambrick along the boards. And that'll do it for the second period. Augsburg will take a 3-2 lead into the second period, into the locker room at the end of the second period. So this is going to make for a tough third period for the Cobbers, and it's never an easy road. And we'll take a break, and I'll try to get some updates on these scores. Looks like the St. Mary's St. Olaf game is 2-1 St. Mary's right now. There's no stream, but a Twitter feed is kind of helping us out there, so I thank whoever's putting that one out there. If I find out who it is, I'll shout you out over the air. But we'll take a break right now with Augsburg leading Concordia 3-2. And welcome back to the Moorhead Sports Center as we get set for the third period with Augsburg winning 3-2. There's an update from Northfield, Minnesota. The last update had St. Mary's beating St. Olaf 2-1 in the second period. Augsburg controls the puck as Stoley gets it out of from behind the net, and now Dalton Mills will tip it, and he gets it, but loses it, and Will Peterson will dump it into the neutral zone. Zach Daring trying to gather it, but Drew Anderson was able to chip it back, and now the Cobbers, Bergmeyer goes behind the net to save it. Eads tries to get one on. Eads again. Wilmer unable to get off a shot. He keeps getting the rebound. Bergmeyer sets it back out to Okeson. Okeson throws it on, and Fuchs gets it from behind the net, but Wilmer missed right there in front of the net. Now he'll get it up along the near wall here. Bergmeyer throws another shot that goes wide. Eads has it. He tries to find Wilmer again, unable to gather that one. Now it goes back out to Okeson, who throws it in, and that one bounces off of Fuchs. And now the Cobbers will have to regather it, and they just throw it on, and Augsburg will get possession here behind their own net. The Cobbers are pressuring. And that puck was thrown up into the air by Simmers. And Augsburg has it in the Cobber zone, but there's a scrum along the near wall here in the Cobber zone. There's a shot fired by Matt Niels, and it's handled by Sam Nelson. So we'll have a face-off in the Cobber zone. Now the Cobbers control it as Berg brings it up into the zone. He takes a shot. It goes off the shoulder of Schmidt. Berg gloves it, gets it back, and now he sends it back to Ellingson, who gets it out to, looks like, Lambert. Now there's a scrum in the corner, but Berg comes out with it. Lambert takes another shot. It goes off the back of the post. And now Augsburg has it as Eric Brink skates it up, and Scatliff gets a really nice shot on Brink, and now Simmers kind of flips Brink around, and he loses his stick, but he gets one from someone else, or he tries to take it from a Cobber, and now Scatliff and Brink will go at it in the zone here, and the refs are going to break that up. The crowd's getting rowdy. I think Eric caught the wrong end of that deal. Because now both guys are going to have to take a seat for 2 minutes. Eric, the Moorhead native, sure he's trying his hardest to put some points on the board here for his team Augsburg, but this game is getting chippy here in the third period, as you might expect, with the Cobbers needing a win this weekend, at least one, to have any hopes of making the playoffs, and being down 3-2 here in the third period, they have to kind of get feisty. Now Grabowski will take the face-off in the Cobber offensive zone. But Augsburg will swing it back along the back wall, but Grabowski able to knock Goodmanson off the puck, but number 14, Eli May, skates it up. His shot goes wide. Now, the Cobbers gather it. Grabowski skates behind the net. Him and Kronberger. Grabowski has it. He loses his skate. And now we will have a penalty, a tripping on Augsburg. So the Cobbers will go on the power play here. They're going to have to get something going here on this power play. .16:10 left to play here. Okeson back to Kronberger. Over to Grabowski, back to Kronberger. He throws a shot on and Deering tips it, but it goes up and wide. Kronberger with the shot from the circle. Is that Kronberger? Oh, it's Okeson with the shot from the corner, and the Cobbers tie it up. A much-needed power play goal here for the Concordia Cobbers. And their playoff hopes are still alive. And now Brink will go back into the box. I guess he thought he would sneak off, but no, buddy, you have to serve that whole 2 minutes. A goal doesn't count for you guys. Augsburg controls the puck as both teams play 4-on-4 here. Luke Deach battles along the left wall there. Bukowski with a shot. Sam Nelson stands up and gloves it. We'll have a face-off in the Cobber zone. Augsburg wins the face-off. Gillette gets it and skates it back into the Cobber zone, but he loses it. Kronberger tips it up to Grabowski. Grabowski skates it in. He's looking for someone to deliver a pass to. He's still skating along the back wall, but Eli May able to get a body on him. And Augsburg comes over with the puck. Both teams are back to 5-on-5. And we'll have a face-off in the Augsburg zone. Nick Schmidt able to gather that puck, and we'll have another face-off in the Augsburg zone. Bo Wilmer battles for the puck. Alex Rodriguez comes away with it. He skates it down. He's looking for a nice centering pass, and he gets it to Gillette. And it bounced off the right post and behind Sam Nelson. So that's Rodriguez to Gillette, and just like that, Augsburg has the lead again. We have a Cobbers win the faceoff. Ellingson brings it down. He throws one towards the net, but it goes high. Kronberger throws a puck on, and looks like we're going to have a penalty. Dual penalties, looks like on Gillette and Ellingson. So we'll go back to 4-on-4 hockey. Cobbers win the faceoff. Okeson has to skate it back, and then he dumps it back over to Berg. Berg sends it up to Deering. Deering leaves it back to Berg, and now it's picked up by Berg. Berg skates all the way back. Thomas Carey chasing. And Nick Schmidt will get a stick on it and send it back into the neutral zone. Berg is going to skate it down. Deering gets it dumped off to him. Berg had it, but left it for Deering again, and now Okeson will send it off the boards there. Deering gets all 6'5" of his body in front there. Grabowski laid one out front, but wasn't able to get back and gather it, and now Evan Hess gets it back to Eli May, who takes a shot, and now Thomas Carey along the back wall. He's jammed by Okeson. Carey skates around through the slot, though. It goes off a stick and high, and now Hess has it back in the left circle. And there's a shot by Critch. Jake Larson had it for a second. Now Berg gets it away from him. Zach Deering chips it up. But Eli May able to body him away from it. And now Goodmanson skates it around and He gets it taken away. Lambrick skates it into the neutral zone. He loses it but gets away. Now Goodmanson comes back, but Alex Stoley's there to help out. And Augsburg has it again, and they dump it into the neutral zone, off the boards. Ellingson able to get a stick on that one. But now Gillette skates it up to Deach, and it's called icing. We'll have a face-off in the Augsburg zone. Bergmeyer will get a stick on it, but he's unable to keep it in the zone, and now it goes off of number 12, Nate Flynn, who got it over to Deach, but now the Cobbers have it coming back the opposite way. Wilmer just dumps it on, and Bergmeyer uses his skate to try to get it to, looks like Fuchs. But we'll have a penalty on Augsburg here. Cobbers with another opportunity to get something going. Grabowski and Gillette set to face off here. The Cobbers win the face off. Tanner Okeson just throws it off the boards in an attempt to keep Augsburg off of it, but Kronberger not able to handle it. And it goes back into the Cobber zone, and Okeson will gather it as the Cobbers are on a power play here. What a heads-up decision by Okeson to get a body onto Jake Larson, because that was definitely a breakaway in the making. Kronberger skates it into the neutral zone. He dumps it. Grabowski will chase it. He comes up with it for a second. And Okeson able to gather it. And now they'll set something up here. Grabowski, he swings it back around to Deering. Deering not able to clear it behind the zone and behind the net, and Augsburg able to get the clear. That was an extremely dangerous situation there, as the puck was left with an empty net, and Austin Martinson just couldn't get it to swing his way. That was dangerous. It could have been deadly for Concordia. Nelson gathers the puck. He races to get back into the net. Now Berg brings it up. He gets it to Bergmeyer. Berg gathers it again, gets it over to Eads. Eads is gonna skate it in. He throws a shot on, and Bergmeyer gets a stick on it, but deflects it away from the net. So now Berg has it at the top, at the blue line. Fuchs sends it down. And the power play is over. Augsburg able to kill off the Cobber power play. The Cobber still trying to take some shots down there. A lot of times you'll find right after the power play you can come up with a goal. You can continue to get shots. And now Augsburg will get control of it. Deach left it for Flynn, but Flynn wasn't able to gather it. And now Pamkos will be called for offsides. Covers control the puck as Kronberger throws it in. Augsburg unable to get anything going there as the Covers throw it back up as Jake Ellingson chases it. He has Bukowski hot on his tail, and they battle for it in the corner. And now Gillette comes out with it, and he will just dump it, and Augsburg will get a line change. And Berg able to get it into the neutral zone, but Augsburg comes up with it. It's Eli May, but now Lambert gets it to Ellingson. Lambert was making sure Ellingson was onside. Eric Brink had it for a second, but he slips. And now Simmers will chase Hess. May just dumps one on behind the net, and Brink has it in the corner. He gets it back to Hess. Hess doubles back, tries to leave it for Brink, but he wasn't able to get it. And now Eli May will have it, and he will get it over to Brink from Tom Carey. Now Bergmeyer loses it. Augsburg gets a shot off, and now there's a scrum in the corner for the loose puck. And you're going to have to make a move here to get that puck out of there because time is running out. 6:12 left to go here in the third period as Augsburg leads 4-3. And now Kronberger gets on a break here. He sends off a shot. Schmidt couldn't handle it, but Augsburg gets it back. And Augsburg probably just sealed the deal here this evening. As Adam Pankos comes away with the goal. That puts Augsburg up 5-3 with 5 minutes and 49 seconds left to play here in the period. Covers have a tall mountain to climb here. Grabowski handles it, gets it back to Deering. Stoley couldn't handle it, so it goes back into the Cover zone, and we'll get an offside. So we'll have a face-off down in the Augsburg zone. Cover's going to have to make the most of these opportunities down there because their backs are up against the wall now. You drop this one, then you can only hope to win tomorrow and hope things go your way with a split between St. Mary's and St. Olaf. Luke Deach comes away with the puck. Anderson tipped it for a second back to Dietz. But now the Covers are able to gather it and lose it. Fuchs able to get a stick on it, send it back into the Augsburg zone. Nick Schmidt goes behind the net to set it up. They get it back out. Anderson throws it down to Flynn, who's not able to get control of it. And Flynn hits Fuchs from the back with no call. but the puck is stopped. And Flynn will get the call for that. So the Cowboys will go on a power play with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the third period, trailing Augsburg 5-3. And Okeson can't handle it, so the Cowboys will have to come back out of the zone and set it back up. Kronberger throws it in. Schmidt comes from behind, out of the net to go behind to save it. And they throw it on. Deering just tries to send it over the boards, and Thomas Carey almost had an opportunity for a breakaway there, but the puck was coming too hard and we'll have icing. Cowboys had control of the face-off, but lose it. Now Kronberger gets it back, and Okeson has it now behind his own net. He's going to skate it out and send it up to Fuchs, who's going to dump it into the Augsburg zone. Grabowski down chasing with Kronberger, but Fuchs comes away with it again. Now Deering is looking for a pass, but it gets away from it, and Augsburg is going to be able to clear it again. And now Nelson will stop it and let Siemers set it up for Fuchs. Berg, I should say. There was a shot and a rebound opportunity, but the Cowboys just wasn't able to handle it. And now Siemers will throw one softly off the boards as Bergmeyer is being knocked off the puck. And it goes back out. And Augsburg is going to be able to kill off this power play, which is unfortunate for Concordia because they needed it. Evan Hess gets it over to Nate Flynn, who takes a shot, and Sam Nelson able to glove save it. We'll have a face-off in the Cobber end. Cobbers take a timeout. Much needed timeout to attempt to figure out their next move here because it's getting bleak. Augsburg controls the face-off. Hess behind the net. He gets a body put on him by Kronberger. Puck goes into the neutral zone, and Augsburg not able to handle it there. The Cobbers get it, and it goes back. Dalton Mills has it, and then Grabowski, and he loses it. And the Cobbers pull a goalie. Zach Daring couldn't handle it. He gets it back. It's a scrum for it, and Augsburg comes away with it. And now Daring will have an opportunity here, but he gets it to Kronberger, who throws a shot on it. Goes off the pad of Schmidt. Stoley along the far wall gets it to Fuchs. Grabowski loses it behind the net, and we'll get an icing call here. And we'll have another timeout. And it looks like the Cobber women will end in a tie with Augsburg. In that situation, I guess a tie is better than a loss, but take a look at the men's scores. And Gustavus all over St. John's 2-0. That doesn't bode well for the Cobbers. Well, no, you know, I take that back. It doesn't really have an implication on this game. Still no score on the MIAC website of St. Olaf and St. Mary's. The last I saw it was 2-1 by St. Mary's. SID had the updates. And the Cobbers are probably going to come up short here, as Augsburg skates in. Jake Larson gets the empty net to make it 6-3. And that'll do it for this evening. Tough situation the Cobbers are in now, because they have to win tomorrow now to even have an opportunity at making the playoffs. So that'll just about do it here for this one, as Augsburg comes into Moorhead and steals the first one 6-3. That's definitely not what the Cobbers needed to lose this opening game. If they would have gotten the opening game, then they could have not had to put all their marbles, hopefully, in the basket of tomorrow. But now they have to do that, and they have to hope for whoever wins the St. Mary's, St. Olaf game to lose tomorrow. So it's definitely gonna be a topsy-turvy day tomorrow for the Cobbers as they wait to see their fate. And that'll do it from here this evening. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock as these two teams face off again. Once again, the Cobbers needing a win to have the possibility of making the playoffs. For Colin Johnson, this is Norman Bell. You've watched Concordia College Hockey. See you tomorrow.